Hey, what is going on, guys? It's me, Kova, and welcome back to another edition of Transfer Gossip. And today, it's pretty big. We are starting off with John Terry. It has been confirmed that he will be an Aston Villa player. It was rumored that he had offers from Premier League clubs, America, China, obviously Championship clubs. And it ended up being a battle between Aston Villa and Birmingham. They both have English managers. Maybe that played a factor. Rumours are that he didn't want to play against Chelsea. So that's why he didn't even think about playing for a Prem club still. I know Bournemouth were interested at one point, stuff like that. He had no interest in going to a Prem club because I don't think he could bear to face Chelsea. So it's been agreed that he is an Aston Villa player. Steve Bruce said, he's very happy with the sign. He's going to bring a load of wealth to the club. John Terry said he's made up. It is a massive club and it deserves to be in the Prem. So I think he's got one more season in him. I think he's going to play in the Championship for one season. And then that'll be it. Because if they get the promotion that they should really get with the squad that they've got, I think he'll then say, yeah, I'm done. Obviously I'm not going to leave again, and he won't find another club then. So yeah, pretty decent move for both parties. John Terry goes there, gets first team football. Aston Villa get a really strong player still, and a leader at that. The only thing is he's a bit off the pace, but let's be honest, he's probably going to be playing next to James Chester, and Chester's no slouch, so hopefully, they can build a decent partnership for Aston Villa. Next up is Jimenez, a huge talent, getting rumoured with a link away. Obviously, he said that he wants to be first team footballer. At the moment, he's not. It tends to be their back fours, usually Juan Fran right back, Godin and Savic at centre back, and then obviously Felipe Luis left back. So Jimenez isn't getting any sniff of a chance in the Atletico Madrid team. I think he deserves to be. He is a massive player. I think he's fantastic. He's got everything to be a top draw player. Now, Atletico Madrid got a whole host of amazing young players coming through. It's just about whether they get into the team or not, and whether they'll sell them or not. I doubt they will. And I'm guessing if Jimenez wanted to leave, there'll be a huge line of clubs ready to make a bid for him. Next up is Iborra. It has been confirmed just today that he is actually leaving Sevilla. There was a rumour that Chelsea were going to go in from with him a mega bid, but it's turned out to be Leicester City. They have agreed a deal to sign Iborra from Sevilla. So he's obviously their captain. There's no fee being rumoured yet. It wasn't meant to be a massive fee from Chelsea, but I don't think it's that from Leicester City. He is obviously the captain of Sevilla, so you'd expect a decent fee. But yeah, Leicester City have agreed a deal to sign Vincent Iborra from Sevilla. Next up is Danilo. Chelsea have inquired about the Real Madrid right back's availability. Obviously, Carvajal is kind of the main guy at right back for Real Madrid. Danilo didn't really settle in well. I think Danilo's game will be more suited to the Prem. He'd have more time on the ball. He's obviously quite strong and quite quick, so naturally it kind of suits him a bit more, I think. And obviously playing right wing back as opposed to right back would be a lot better for him because he likes to bomb forward. So it could be a good sign that he can get it done. Next up is William Carvalho. The amount of times I put him in these transfer videos is absolutely ridiculous. The guy is always getting linked to the move away from Sporting Lisbon. I don't know if they try and push him out. I don't know. But Arsenal set for a 70 million double raid on Sporting Lisbon, and that is apparently 30 million for Carvalho and 40 million for Gelson Martins, the winger that they've got, the young 22-year-old. Next up, Ravel Morrison. Good God, what has happened to this guy? The ex-Man U Rebel is set to sign for Birmingham. I don't know if that's a permanent or a loan deal. I'm guessing it'd be permanent. This guy's really done nothing with his career. It's such a shame. He had all the talent in the world, and he's just not in it. But yeah, he is set to sign for Birmingham. Obviously, Harry Redknapp might be able to get the best out of him. He did have a stint with Harry Redknapp at one point when he was playing for QPR. Done all right, so it could be a case of Harry Redknapp trying to get the best out of him again. Next up is Riyad Mahrez. Exciting news for Arsenal fans, this one. Riyad Mahrez, Arsenal is close to announcing the signing of Mahrez. So it looks like Mahrez has said, he wants to leave Leicester City. And, Arsenal are obviously very, very interested in getting him. Obviously, Mahrez probably won't be too bothered about the Champions League football factor because he will, he's kind of been there anyway with Leicester, done that. And obviously, if he stayed at Leicester, he wouldn't have Champions League football anyway. And I'm not too sure how many other clubs are actually rooms to be interested in Mahrez, but Arsenal are really, really interested. And you never know, he may be the Sanchez replacement. Next up is Javier Hernandez. He may be setting back to the Premier League quicker than we thought. West Ham are getting pretty desperate for strikers. Their situation is dire. They're set to go for their third striker option in the ex-Man U striker. So they obviously gone for Modeste and Bakambu, as I mentioned in the previous episode. But those deals never actually happened. They never got the deal done, you know, either got rejected or whatever. And now they're set to go for Xavier Hernandez, who does bag goals, to be fair. Coutinho is next up. PSG have made an inquiry for the Brazilian forward. I'm not sure whether it's just a rumour or whether they did genuinely make that offer or that inquiry, as you will. But I'm guessing it would have been knocked out straight away. No interest in selling him, I'm guessing, from Liverpool's end. Andre Lacazette, another one for Arsenal fans. This Lacazette is set to go to Arsenal. A bit of lucky, to be honest, after getting him. At the end of the day, he did agree a deal to go to Atletico Madrid, but that has kind of died off now because of the fact that they've still got their transfer ban. Arsenal have now stepped in and are ready to make a big offer. I'm guessing Giroud is going the other way. I'm guessing he will end up at Lyon, even though there's been rumours he may stay in the Prem. I'm guessing he is going to go the other way to get that deal done. Wayne Rooney's next up. He is set to go to Everton, or at least there's a big rumour he is going to Everton. They're confident of getting Rooney from Manchester United. He is less than evens to go there, which means it's pretty, you know, odds on it's going to happen. It will be a nice swan song for him. I don't know how welcome he would be. At the end of the day, you know, Everton seems to be building a squad for the future, and Rooney would be, yes, experienced, but he doesn't exactly strike me as, you know, a player that's going to play a lot of games for them. Next up, Bartra. He is getting linked to the move to Manchester United. They're preparing a deal for the Spanish centre-back. I don't know about this one. Obviously, Mourinho's got Bailey and Lindelof now, as well as, like, you know, backup in Jones and Blind and Smalling if they keep him. You know, it's interesting that they're going for yet another centre-back. Next up is Bolly from FC Porto. Wolves, again, getting mentioned in this. They're to continue their raid in Portugal with the French centre-back from Porto, another option. I know their owner is Portuguese, so it's interesting that they keep on dipping into Portugal. Obviously, they have that Ruben Neves deal. They're still working on that, apparently, but they are also interested in Bolly. And finally, we end on Johnny Howson. Middlesbrough have opened talks with Norwich to try and get Johnny Howson in. But yeah, there you go, guys. Lots of big rumours. The two Arsenal ones for me are absolutely massive. Even Carvalho, again, is an Arsenal rumour. It's kind of like an Arsenal episode. Jimenez, if he did leave, would obviously attract a massive interest from everywhere. And John Terry has signed for Aston Villa. But there you go, guys. If you are enjoying the content, make sure you do drop a like. And again, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe. And I shall see you in the next one.